right, good evening, everybody. As you all, I'm sure know, tonight is the finale. Tonight is our last live video for the Thunder Run. Peter has, as most of you probably know, he crossed the finish line yesterday, and which is really exciting. And we actually have Peter and Robin on, which we'll get them on just a second here. But tonight is just going to be a congratulation video for Peter. So if you are all joining us tonight, please shoot us some comments, and he'll be able to see them as we go along in the video. So tell us where you're watching, but also tell us, like, just send some, yay, Peter, you did it, congratulations, you're awesome, that kind of stuff, so he can see. Like I said, tonight is kind of our big congratulation video. And then we'll also be thanking our sponsors, and then just a couple other little things. So we'll go ahead and bring Peter and Robin in. And hey, say yay, we did it.
Hey, I'm gonna give him a hug.
I know. I wish I was there to give him a hug. You have to be like an air hug.
Yeah. We were a great team, the three of us, and you don't see Carrie, but
I know.
A big part of obviously a huge part of these lives and everything that's happened.
Yes, Carrie, even though she hasn't been on all 19 weeks, she has been here all 19 weeks. In the background.
Every week.
Yeah, these videos would not be near as cool as they are if it wasn't for her. Yeah. Well, why don't we just start with how it went yesterday crossing the finish line?
Yesterday's it was obviously a lot of fun. The run went really fast. We only had 24 miles to run yesterday, and so I ran 15, which pretty much put us to the house that we're staying at, which was gifted to us by our, to everybody that's staying here.
A realtor gifted this beach house stay to us.
And I ran to that, had a couple hours of just sitting around relaxing, and then I had a mile and a half to run to the finish. And it was a very, very warm, sincere, welcoming, finish of people that I've never met before. Delaware was a very warm, welcoming state. This community has been amazing, just amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will say, so the little brief time that we were at the house here before we kind of had timed when he would run into the park, it was kind of like getting ready for a big wedding or something. There was a little bit of nervousness in the air, and just a lot of excitement here from the Beat Childhood Cancer team and Lucy and Paul. And so, it was really, and then it happened really fast. Like Peter started, the last mile, mile and a half, and it all happened really fast, and
then it was over.
It was over. But the scenery, I mean, you guys picked an awesome spot to end. It was so pretty.
It is beautiful, and it had been, pretty much rainy, cloudy all week, and then just an hour and a half or hour even before I actually finished, the sun came out. And it was sunny for the rest of the day and all day today, and today has just been a relaxing day.
Yeah. And I personally want to thank, because I know we're going to thank a lot of people tonight, but Leanne Wilkinson was just an amazing getting the word out that Peter was finishing here in Louis, Delaware at this park. She really got the word out and got media there. Had a really amazing team of people there to welcome him, and
lit a lot of fires.
Yes.
It sounds like she's the reason for quite a few things yesterday.
She is, without a doubt.
We are very grateful to have met her.
And not just crazy, just how little, you connect with somebody you never met before, and then they connect you with somebody, and it's incredible.
Yes. It is totally.
Yeah.
And so the Beat childhood cancer group was there too.
Yes. And
Filming.
they had their drone, so that was really cool. The last mile, Kyle Matthews from Beat Childhood Cancer was running behind Peter.
Oh.
Finished the run with the drone. So that
operating
was
the
really
drone.
neat. Yes.
And running.
And running. And this person that you see here talking to Peter in the black, she is actually from the Kudos Project Kudos.
Right.
And really neat program to just kind of recognize people that are doing really significant things in the community. And they found out about what Peter is doing, and within a few hours of hearing about him, they pulled off an amazing welcome for him. They brought their Project Kudos to the finish and just gave him all kinds of goodies, and really, really spoke some words of encouragement and gratitude to what he has done for childhood cancer. So that was really, really neat.
And yeah, that's just a cool moment right there watching that back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a cool moment. And like I said, it's beautiful. Beautiful spot to finish the run.
Yes.
And lots of awesome people there with you.
Yes. We wish you could have been here.
Yeah.
Really
I know.
I know you wanted to be and would have been if you could have, but
you were here in spirit.
We did miss you.
Yes. I wish I could have been there. But I'll see you guys in a few weeks when we are in North Carolina together to deliver the check to the Beat Childhood Cancer Group.
Yes.
So I'm excited to celebrate then, for sure.
I am too. That'll be, really one of the big reasons why we did what we did.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the bottom line is it takes money to do what we want to do, and
right. And yeah, I'm not going to give the final total tonight. Mm-hmm. So everybody watching, be just watching for that in the next week or so. More donations are still coming in. We have a couple matching programs that the donation hasn't come in yet, so I don't want to say the final amount yet. But I can confirm that our final amount will be over $150,000. So that's pretty incredible, you guys. $150,000 over. Yeah. It's gonna be over. I can't say for sure. I have a number in my head, but I'm just gonna wait until it's confirmed to announce the total. But I mean, I think that's incredible. I mean, we did this during a pandemic.
Yeah.
During election year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to say the final total, but we just gotta wait a little bit longer till all the final donations are in.
Yeah.
So
I'll try to wait.
Okay. I know they're just not all in yet, and I don't, gotta wait until they're all in the bank account. So
I understand. Mm-hmm. I'll wait patiently for 2 weeks.
So yeah, and then since we were talking about the finale, one of our newest sponsors, they were there yesterday, the Project Kudos group, and you guys could probably explain more about them than me, but they did decide to contribute to the Thunder Run, and they did a very generous donation of $20,000. So that is exciting news. It's called Project Kudos powered by the Shell Brothers.
Yep.
Yes. So that was incredible news yesterday. Such a good way to end the day or end the run or however you want to say it. It was a really great moment when we got that news.
Yeah.
Yeah, they lived what that company preaches in regards to that program. It was evident that day. I mean, it's the large donation aside, the simple act of saying a kind word to somebody, encouraging word. You're a great mom, Jenna. Stuff like simple things like that. They really promote that, and they did that day towards Emery's Memory Foundation, towards me as the runner, and it was a neat feeling, to be seen like that,
Yeah.
And I wish you could have been there, because so many people need to be seen that have made that total that you're going to announce. So many people have done so much
Yes.
that
I wish I could thank every single one.
Pictures.
Yeah. I wish I could thank every single one of them tonight. So many just individuals and families who are just donating their hard-earned money, which is some of them donated almost every single week or every other week. It's definitely every month. There's so many families. I could name a few of them off, but there's just so many, and I don't want to miss anybody. But at the same time, unfortunately, I can't say everybody's names tonight. There'd just be too many to name. But we are gonna thank a few of our sponsors. But first, there's some questions coming in for Peter. Peter, did you save the Pacific Ocean pair of shoes that you ran?
Oh, yeah, that's a great question, Connie. I saved all my shoes. Yes. I'm not sure which pair is the Pacific Ocean pair, though, or which pair is the Atlantic pair. But I saved them all. I might be able to smell them and tell. I'm not sure. Actually, I know the Atlantic pair because they're still out front, soaking wet, full of sand.
Yes.
I was gonna say, yeah. There you go. There's the other one.
Hi, Colby. Yes, I did write in a journal. I love to journal. It's part of me being who I am. And but I don't write. I into my phone. My journal is in my phone, so a lot of times I'll be writing and crappy thought.
Lots of them.
And I'll put it into my phone. So I did journal quite a bit. Sometimes it's why it took me so long to run.
Yeah. Yeah, the crew would find him off on his phone journaling sometimes.
That did happen one time actually in Colorado. When AJ got up to me and I was just standing off to the side journaling, not moving. You're like, Peter, what's wrong? You should be running. Yeah.
And Jenna, I want to personally thank, because, we didn't this wasn't a success solely because of how much money we've raised and how many times we've gotten to say Emery's name and recognize all the other kids. But from the beginning and even before the run started, we had so many people committing pray for Peter. And I mean, it's no small miracle that he's here. He's so healthy. His body is in amazing, condition for having run for the last 4 months and 3. And I really appreciate both heartfelt prayers, dedication, to pray for him, to keep him safe. Because there were definitely a lot of days when we were like, this is a crazy road to be running on, different things. And so I really want to thank the people that regularly pray for him.
And just
definitely
words that people always said. I mean, that really meant a lot to me that people were involved.
Yes. Yeah.
I love that. I mean, that's that was the whole point, was for people to be involved.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people involved in so many different ways. Just sending encouragement and prayers and like loving on all the families and sharing our stories, sharing all the other kids' stories. I mean, if you just think about all the awareness we spread and all the stories that were told that deserve to be told, I mean, so many. We did hundreds of kids, hundreds.
Yeah.
And that's pretty incredible that we were to honor and remember so many kids, because it really does make a big difference to their families.
Yeah.
It means a lot,
Yeah. I know.
I love that.
When we were filming the last little child yesterday, I just was thinking there's so many more that we didn't even get to recognize. I mean, there's 3 names that come to my mind right now that I know weren't able to make cards for. Carlos and Talon out on the West Coast. Parker, I think she's in Virginia. Just so many brave warriors right now that are fighting cancer. And
definitely.
Yeah.
Some of them are fighting really hard, like little Carlos and little Ellie Mae, and just so many of them. And I follow so many more pages just from all the kids that we've honored in the last 19 weeks. So yeah, it's pretty incredible. Even if you just set aside the donation part, it was already a success. Just all the awareness that was spread. Yeah,
absolutely.
But the donation side of it was definitely pretty incredible too. I'm shocked. I think we're gonna be super shocked at the total amount. Yeah. So.
Wow.
Yeah. I think we are, but
now you have that. Okay.
Okay, so just real quick, I'm gonna go through some of our sponsors that have stepped up really big. We mentioned Project Kudos. That's our one of our newest sponsors. IBEW Local 124 specifically, if some people, most people know, they donated $15,000. They're one of our big ones. But they also got so many of their other local IBEWs to donate, like the Topeka, the 226. They donated a large amount too. Yeah. So they were pretty incredible. The whole IBEW. That's the International Brothers of Electrical Workers. Pretty sure I said that right. So they were really great. And then the Kit family, which is a family, but they donated actually our largest sum towards the run. So it was pretty incredible. Max Motors donated our awesome Thunder Run truck, which got you all the way across the country.
Yeah.
And in style.
Yes.
Yes. Way more than, one would need, but it was a perfect, safe truck, and I'm glad that they were involved in that way as well. So.
And they've just been super incredible to work with too. They did oil change when we were here, and they were just incredible. The whole entire thing with them. We couldn't have picked a better dealership to work with. So, and then the Miller Dentistry, they donated our original camper, and then they were okay with us trading it in for our camper we used for the actual run. And if anybody is going to be looking to buy a camper, that will actually go towards our final amount too. So if you are looking to buy a camper in the near future, we are going to have one for sale, and it's going to have a pretty cool story attached to it. It's going to be the camper that Peter has been in for the last 19 weeks. And so, if you are interested, shoot us a message, comments, whatever. We will answer any of your questions, get you pictures and amounts and all that. And if anyone's interested in a camper, that will be for sale. And then all of our segment sponsors, Green Summit Animal Clinic, Bailey's Foundation, Elephant Creative Co., Carrie, Port City Raceway, and Brody and Pruitt family, they raised over like $4,000 altogether. It was crazy. And that's Collins family. They did Collins family and friends. Yes, they did an amazing job fundraising, I gotta say. Attitude Sports donated your bike. Plus, they donated a pretty generous amount of money too. Yeah, they didn't just give us or loan us the bike. They also donated quite a bit and did fundraisers. So that was pretty awesome. So the Smith family, which is kind of hard, not me, I'm talking about my husband's parents. They donated over $4,500 towards the run. So that's pretty incredible.
And they've been feeding us.
Have they?
The last few nights, they've treated us to some pretty wonderful meals.
Oh, no, not Zach's parents, Zach's grandparents.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. I was thinking about the Smiths. The other Smiths.
Well, and then the Smith Zach Ryder family helped with sponsoring the segment 1. And then Halper family, I think we know who they are, also sponsored segment. And then Stark family, and then Shelton's Printing and Laser Creations donated the banner. They donated all of the decals on the truck. And they donated all of the decals for the fundraisers we did. So they were part of all of that. They pretty much donated everything. Everything we have, banners and truck decals and all that, was donated. And then I think that hit our big ones. I'm hoping I'm not forgetting anybody. I'm gonna feel so bad if I forget somebody, but there were just, again, a ton of individuals and a ton of families who donated constantly. And really, we wouldn't have reached our total without them. We couldn't have done it with just the business sponsors or just our big sponsors. So huge thank you guys to everybody who's donated, whether it's just a small amount up to hundreds of dollars. Some of you guys have donated literally hundreds, and you're just normal everyday people, and you've donated your hard-earned money, and it means the world to us. So like I said, I wish I could name all of you, but we would be here all night. So I'm not going to do that. But just know I've seen it. I've seen all the donations on Facebook, all the donations through the website, all the donations through PayPal, everything. We've seen it all. It's all been included in our total, which will be announced later this week. So just, yeah, big thank you to all of our sponsors who made this run such a huge success. It's pretty incredible.
Thank you, everybody.
Yes. And I did a video earlier today of the crew, but I think we do also need to thank our crew for sure that have been with Peter the last 19 weeks.
Taking such good care of my husband.
Could not have done it without our amazing crew, who, like I said, will always be a part of Team Memory now. I mean, the run literally wouldn't have happened without them. So
it couldn't have.
Yeah. Let me see here. And then I was just gonna comment on all the families that let us share their stories all 4 months. Especially our 19 segment crew family. So the Rachel, all of our Angels family, Rachel Hallen's family, Natalie's family, Emma and Lily, who you met, family. We got Gigi and Kenna and Zoe, and Izzy and Scarlett, and then Mason and Nathan and Gabby and Bailey and Colin and Lincoln, Caleb, who made you some delicious banana bread, and Taryn and Nora and Azalea, and then Axton and Aiden. So all their families, a lot of them joined us over the last 19 weeks, joined us on our live videos, told their kid story, and that really is such a brave thing to do, to be so open and honest like they were. So yeah, really thankful for all of them. And
I learned so much from listening to the parents, and was inspired and humbled so many times by their stories. So
definitely,
that was really brave. That was really brave of them to share. It's hard to be. We were talking about this today. It's us and the childhood cancer team. It's hard to be vulnerable. And it's hard to be vulnerable with purpose. And the families that got on the lives were just that, very gracious and vulnerable, and shared their story. And I, for one, learned a lot from them.
Tani wants to know if this is happening again next year.
She runs with him.
So something is going to happen, but it's not going to be. It's going to be better than just me running across the country, and more people will be able to get involved than what we're involved this time, even. So yeah, not next year. That's too soon.
I was like, get to take a little break.
Yeah. No, I the biggest thing for me is the pandemic. We need to be beyond that.
Yeah.
A little bit more. It was one thing for one person to go across with a controlled amount of crews.
Right.
Completely different if we're going to involve a lot more people. So we're going to wait a couple years.
Well, sounds like a plan.
Yep, there's definitely something in the works.
And yeah, speaking of beat childhood cancer, like, they've definitely been a huge part of the last 19 weeks, Kyle and AJ, and really excited to see them. I get to see them in a couple weeks, so Kyle hopefully, and yeah, they've just been great. They came down, they followed you what they 4 times? Did we see them? Did you see them beginning? Colorado.
Segment 1, segment 7, Kansas City.
Here.
Everybody saw them there, and here in Delaware.
Yeah. Yeah. So
very busy.
Oh.
So there was one question I saw that came across. Scott asked.
Oh, hey, I kind of lost you for a second there, but I can hear you now.
One of your favorite parts of the run. What was one of your favorite parts of the run? We were just talking about the crews and how grateful we are for them. That was one of my most favorite parts of the run, was seeing crews have their aha moments with, I see why we're doing this now. Not that they didn't know that coming in, but for some, it really became a real and emotional, wow, this is pretty heavy stuff, very serious, and you could see that washing over them. And it's not that I, was like, whoo, this is great, their hearts are breaking for other people, but I kind of was like that, it's good that our hearts break for other people, for the people we were fighting for and are fighting for. And I liked to see that with the crews, that happened quite often. So that was one of my personal most favorite experiences.
Yeah. I think, like I said before, I think you've touched a lot more hearts than you're probably aware of. And a lot of people who have been following who probably haven't actually ever said anything or commented, but they're still following. And what you're doing means a lot to them, especially the parents who have a child battling cancer or battled cancer in the past. I said a lot of them, some people don't comment a lot, but they're watching. I guarantee you so many more people have been watching you than you realize. It's all going to make a difference. I think it's going to still just, like I said, continue. This is just like a to be continued.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah, well, I think I've forgotten. Oh, I have forgotten. We need to do our recap video for segment 19.
Yes.
Yes, so let's go ahead and do that before I forget. Our last recap video.
Someday we'll be able to say we won't have to do recap videos.
Yeah. That's definitely the goal. Oops. A little technical. There we go. Yeah. It's crazy that we're here. Last live video, last recap video, you guys are going to be headed home tomorrow?
Tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the first thing you think you're going to do when you get home? You walk in the door, Peter.
Oh, I can't wait to see my kids.
Yeah.
And just to be home,
Mm-hmm.
I think that'll be probably one of the first times I can really just kind of let go,
Exhale.
Yeah.
Exhale. And I'm a part of me is looking forward to just exhaling.
Yeah.
And of for seeing my family.
Yeah, he has a new grandson to meet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting moment, special moment meeting your new grandson.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Sleeping in your own bed. That's what I'd be
Yeah.
looking forward to.
Yeah.
Oh, that was one of the other things somebody has suggested. How about an auction for the camper? And the camper bed was actually very comfortable.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
never had a hard time sleeping in that, but nothing beats your own bed, like you said.
No.
So yes, I am looking forward to being at home in my own bed. But
It's just something about being home, you know, you can just kind of like relax. Yeah.
well, the camper was my Wilson, for a month or 4 months.
He's
Kind of took
talking
care of
about
me.
the volleyball from the movie Castaway with Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Wilson, the volleyball, became his very important to Tom Hanks in the movie.
Mm.
Right.
That's what the camper was to him.
What is one thing you think you might miss from like the run being on the road? Is this anything you think you're gonna miss once you're home?
Tons of things I'm going to miss. I loved the interaction that I had with everybody. It was just every week it was a new crew, and every segment had its unique challenges. I mean, there was no segment that was the same. Not just on a kind of superficial level as far as scenery, but there were some real challenges that we had to overcome. And I feel every crew, they picked their own segments, but I'm thankful for the crews that were on the segment that they were on. They just handled the challenges so well every week, and I'm just going to miss that interaction of seeing people fight for something and being a part of something that's more important than just any one of us. We were fighting for something bigger than us, and I don't know that you live that way 365 days a year.
Yeah.
But I am going to miss that.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I liked the camper. It was kind of cool living in a camper for 4 months. And I liked the scenery. Obviously, was beautiful. I saw so many beautiful sunsets and sunrises. I could talk probably an hour about it. About all the things I'm going to miss, but the most important thing is the people that have been involved in this.
Yeah, definitely. You're gonna have quite the story to tell your grandbabies once they're old enough to understand.
Yes, most definitely.
And tell them I lived in a camper for 4 months. I crossed the country on my own feet. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a cool moment. This was a video from yesterday. Yeah. Very cool.
That's a good video.
Very cool.
And literally the sunshine came out for the first time in days, like a half hour before his finish. It was so
awesome.
Beautiful.
Such a cool moment,
Yeah.
Something you'll remember forever.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, obviously this run would have never ever happened without you, Peter, and Robin. Definitely. Robin I know was just as big as a supporter as just as big as you. But I gotta say thank you so much for doing this, Peter.
Yeah. Of course, Jenna.
I mean, you say of course, but it was huge. It's not something that anybody in the world would do or could physically do. So it's huge. I mean, we never ever would have gotten the chance to do something this big for my Emery without you. So very thankful for you.
That means a lot to me. Thank you.
Definitely, yeah. You're always going to be special to us. We'll be telling my babies, you know what this man did? His name's Peter Helper, across the country.
Well, good. And your parents were awesome too, taking care of me on their segment as well. So I'm not going to say I'm going to miss you guys because I know we're going to see each other.
Definitely.
And
yeah.
it's not like goodbye forever, but
right.
But you definitely became a part of my life.
Mhm. For sure.
And I'm thankful for that, and I like it.
Yeah. Oh, well, I don't know, this just feels like a weird moment to be like saying goodbye for the last live video.
What does it feel like to be done?
I don't know. It's still kind of surreal still. Like, I still feel like, I'm going to like not tomorrow, Monday, I'm going to get like all these videos from you guys. I'm going to be
segment 20.
posting, more videos and pictures, and I don't know. It's just going to be weird. I'm like, I'm not going to have to post 5 times a day anymore, which
Right.
I mean, that's kind of was one of my biggest things. It's just all the social media aspects of this run. So, I mean, it's going to be weird on Monday when I don't like get a text from any of you guys or pictures or videos. It's going to be like, now what? But at the same time, it's just really cool that like we did it. It's a feeling of accomplishment. Feeling just like I said, being proud to know you and proud to know that you made it all the way across the country.
Come on. Somebody's gonna say hi real quick.
No, you get back in here.
You can sit down there.
Hello.
Hey, Kyle.
You too. Get in here. Get in here.
That's a good surprise.
We're all sitting downstairs watching, so
yeah.
I thought I would come say hi.
Oh, cool.
You guys
How's it going?
Huh?
How's it going in Delaware?
It is amazing.
Yeah.
We're so excited. It's been really profound to just kind of have the last couple of days and see the end of this giant thing happen here. Kind of Peter's heart and Robin's excitement to have her husband back, and I don't know, it feels like a giant thing just happened.
Yeah.
And it's been an honor to be a part of it. So thank you for being the reason that this all started, and Emily. And I told Peter earlier, I think my favorite part about this whole thing has been getting to know you guys as family. You're just really inspiring people, and I'm honored.
Oh, thanks. I'd have to agree. Getting to meet you guys, like I said before, we could not have chose a better group to be a part of the run. Like, literally, you guys have just been so awesome the whole way. So
yeah, you guys too. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. AJ will too, and myself.
I'm very excited.
Yeah,
it's gonna be I don't know. It's just gonna be such a cool moment.
It will be.
Yeah, but yeah, totally thankful for all 3 of you guys.
And for you.
Yeah. And like I said, I don't know. This is just weird, but it's the end.
Yeah. It's kind of like the end of Friends. How do you end that show?
I know. How do you end it?
How do you end the show?
We'll still be friends though.
Oh yeah, I think we'll definitely all be connected from now on for sure. Yeah, special group of people doing amazing things for kids battling cancer and in memory of our kids. Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's just nothing like it. I don't know what you compare it to. So yeah, very special. And I do want to if Carrie will pop on, and I want to say thank you to Carrie, because like she's literally been with us for the last 19 weeks, every single week with us. She did all the graphics you see right now on the screen, and she donated all of her time. And they also fundraised and matched and sponsored segment. I don't know if I can convince Carrie to hop on and so we can thank her in person, but I know she's watching. Hey, Carrie.
Hi.
I just seriously want to thank you so much. Like, the last 19 weeks would not have been the same without you. And you just like hopped on and like took it all on, and we didn't even have to hardly ask you. And so, yeah.
Sweet. I don't think
Because I've known Peter and Robin for so long, and I know that anything they're involved in, it involves good people. It involves something straight from the heart, and so it was half a second to decide to help you guys. And I have loved the 19 weeks of sitting behind the scenes, getting to meet the families and hear the stories, and it's a really unique perspective. And I'm so grateful for every minute of it. So, but I like being behind the scenes.
Well, you do a great job behind the scenes, but I just wanted to show everybody who's been behind the scenes, because you've been here every single week for 19 weeks. And you do a lot during the week, all the slideshows, all the graphics, all the time it takes to do everything you do. It hasn't gone unnoticed, at least not by all of us. So I just wanted to show everybody else who's behind the magic.
There's somebody back here every time. Well, I'm going to pop back where I belong.
Okay. Thanks, Carrie.
Yes.
That was awesome.
All right, guys. Did I forget anybody?
Quickly, Carrie was my first running partner like 9 years ago. And then shortly after that, she moved to Florida, and we started running together. So there is a neat connection with Carrie and us and running, and here we are. We just went across America.
And I definitely don't think I would have been a runner if it wasn't for Robin, and Robin wouldn't be a runner if it wasn't for Carrie.
So
there.
People inspire and influence us to do things we never thought were possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. It was definitely a group accomplishment. A lot of people who weren't, behind, a lot of people behind the scenes. So I just, want to thank all those people who've been behind the scenes. And this run would have been possible without everybody's support. So,
Go.
Well, I don't know. I didn't see any more questions, so I think this is goodbye.
Yes.
Well, we'll send you a video on Monday.
He's gonna be like, "Hey, this is my daily spin. I'm in my bedroom asleep."
Yeah. Here's my coffee.
Yeah, here's my Starbucks coffee.
Yeah, right.
And yeah, this is not goodbye. It's just till next time. That's what we'll go with.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Yes, thank you, and have a good night.
Yes, thank you, everyone. And like they said, to be continued.